Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I of course am Carl, and we are taking a look at another really cool vacuum cleaner. Today I have a special guest. This is my 2-year-old Labradoodle River, and it'll make sense why she's in the video, but she has been wanting to be in a video for a while now, but we haven't found the right one. So River is super excited to be here with us today. So let's get on to the video and take a look at a really cool one. Well, everybody, we have a really cool machine to look at today. What we're looking at here is a 1978 Kenmore Magicord with the PowerMate power nozzle in addition to a NOS hose. Now, NOS meaning new old stock. Now, this particular machine that we're looking at is actually considered the top of the line that Sears offered back in this time period. This would have been around the time that Whirlpool would have been making machines, so these were really high quality. Now, this old Kenmore was just retired this year, and I know that because I got it from, technically, the first owner. Now, the reason that River's here with us today, well, is because of the ads that Sears had for this particular machine. And I'll show those ads right here. As you can see, there is a distinct Labradoodle that is sitting next to her human while the Kenmore Magicord is being used to pick up various debris, such as a Labradoodle's fur or other such things that fall on the carpet. So when I found the ad after I got this machine, I knew that this was the perfect time to bring in my beloved dog into the videos. So that's why we have River here with us today. She wanted to represent, and of course, she wanted to have her own mark in my videos. So I am very glad to have her with me today. Now, as far as the story goes behind this particular machine, a little old lady brought it into a vacuum shop about 20 minutes south of here and retired it basically. So she had it serviced multiple years and had a lot of additions put on it, just motor servicing, new filters, new bags, new belts, but she never retired the old Kenmore. What ultimately led to her giving it up was unfortunately the cost of repairs nowadays. So I wish I still had the original hose, but basically the hose on it had been worn out so much that it started to split in the rings here. So what she had done over the years was completely cover it in duct tape multiple times to continue to keep suction in the hose. Hoses for these machines are not easy to find, so getting a new hose for a long time would have been a pretty costly repair. Now, she did have it serviced multiple times, like I said, but unfortunately, when it came to replacing the hose as well as any maintenance that had to be done, the bill just came out to being too much for her to justify keeping the old Kenmore, so she ended up trading it in on a newer vacuum and leaving this one at the vacuum shop. So when I came to pick up something different at the vacuum shop back in December, he showed me this and said that, well, somebody had brought it in, they didn't want to pay for the repairs, went ahead and bought a new machine and left it here. So he asked me if I wanted it. I, of course, said yes, because I absolutely love the coloring on this. And it came home with me. I do really like the look of this machine. You know, you have that two-tone blue and light blue combination as well as that wood tone paneling. As far as features go, the PowerMate power nozzle was Sears' staple power nozzle, at least name. They did change a little bit over time, but the basic design carried on well into the 90s. But the PowerMate was a very, very powerful nozzle that rivaled things like the Airway Rugmaster, the Hoover Quadraflex brush roll, as well as others out there on the market. Now, this also had a height adjustment right here. You can see the orange tab right there, as well as on the back over here, we had an edge clean or a full clean. So it would also divert your suction to however you wanted, if you wanted to get closer to the edges or not. Now, this machine also featured a 2-speed motor, so you had a high and a low to do, your delicate things, as well as do the floor like you would, as well as a full bag indicator right over there. Because one previous problem that vacuum cleaner owners tended to face was, especially with canisters like this, is you never actually knew when your bag was full. You could go months and months and months, never lose suction. However, at one point you're going to, and then it's just not going to pick up anymore. So how do you combat that without, checking it every single time? Well, they installed a light on there that essentially completes a circuit when the suction gets cut off. So as soon as you have reached the end of your bag, that light is going to pop on, and then you know that you need to change your bag. Now, as far as attachments go, this is a canister, so they would have come with attachments of some sort. What most people don't know is that the Kenmore Magicord did have attachments that were available as both inside or outside, depending on which level of line that you wanted. Now, this was the top of the line, so they kept them pretty concealed, so you didn't have, the unsightly tool pack on the outside of it. So what you would have had, and I'll open this up right here. So here's your bag setup. Now, what you would have had was there would have been a little caddy that would have gone on top of the bag, actually. It wouldn't have rested on the bag, but there was little securers around. But it would have floated above the bag, and then it would have had your upholstery tool, crevice tool, as well as a dusting brush available for it. And then what you would have done is you would have taken the caddy out, and then there's 4 little hook points at each corner of the caddy that would have secured into little slots along the top of the hood. That way you could have taken it with you, and then when you were done vacuuming, you would just open it back up, put those back in, and put the machine away. It was all good to go. I did have to do a lot of cosmetic restoration on this machine. It was pretty worn out when I got it. In addition to the duct tape along the original hose, that hose had to be thrown away, but luckily the vacuum shop that I did get this from had a new in stock hose that they actually sold to me, so I was able to make this machine complete. It did need a lot of cleanup along the extension wands as well. Being as the original owner did like her duct tape, there were areas where it got loose that she would just wrap another round of duct tape on. So got all that and got that taken down, polished everything up, and now it looks really, really nice. So let's get on to the run demo for this and see how she runs. All right, River, are we ready to take the Kenmore Magicord for a test ride? She gave the green light, so we're good to go. Well, everybody, the Kenmore Magicord did phenomenal. As you saw, River made her exit. She determined that that space that she was occupying definitely needed a good vacuuming. So I think the old Kenmore did really, really well. I'm very pleased to see how these things perform. Not shocking that this machine was used up until now as a daily driver. So I hope you all enjoyed our little run demo for today. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed our episode today on the Kenmore Magicord from 1978. This machine is a really cool machine. I'm super happy to have been able to save this. I know I didn't mention it in our vacuum rescued episode, but I was still working on getting the parts for it because I wanted to make sure that I could do a worthwhile video where I could test it still. So I am super happy with it, super thrilled. And this machine has worked really hard its entire life, so now it will live its life in my collection and on display as well. So that way the people can admire it and we can take it out and test it every once in a while, but now it gets to enjoy a nice long retirement. So I hope you all enjoyed the video for today, and we will see you next time, same place, and well, different machine, of course. And this is Carl and River signing off for today. You guys have a great rest of your week.